everyone, and welcome back to another talking video. Today's topic, we are going to talk about a emergency related show called Rescue 911. So, I do realize I forgot to mention this when I talked about my top favorite medical shows that I did back in December. I didn't realize I forgot to talk about Rescue 911 in that episode. Is I'd say considered a medical show, though there are other emergencies that happen on the show, but there's a lot of medical slash injuries that I've seen on the show, so we're going to talk about it today. So Rescue 911 is a show that regards real life emergencies, things that literally happened, and it's hosted by none other than William Shatner, who people may remember from Star Trek. And there's all kinds of different things that go on the show. Different emergencies. Some of them I really like, and some still traumatize me. Like, they're a little bit hard to watch. Some of the best episodes that take place on the show seem to be ones that involve kids that turn out to be heroes. There was one episode where this 4-year-old girl helped her mother after she was suffering from some sort of infection. Yeah, so the mom was at home all alone. She started feeling this pain. Then, maybe a few minutes later, her 4-year-old daughter, Brie Linton, came home from school. And Brie Linton helped her mom out. And finally, at one point, Brie Linton was out in the living room watching some television. Then her mom came out, and when she was out in the hallway, she lost her balance and fell. And she was bleeding, according to what Brie Linton saw. And he helped her back in the bed, and the best part, Brie Linton called 911 on her own. She did all the talking. She was able to help her mother, and her mom survived the infection. Another favorite that involves a heroic kid is an episode called 6th Grade CPR. And this one, this 6th grader named Aaron and helps his teacher, Mr. Corbett, who at one point during class collapsed on the floor. It was later identified they had a cardiac arrest. And this kid, Aaron, must have known CPR. He mentioned in the episode that his mom is a nurse and his father is a paramedic. So, listen, his parents taught him a lot about CPR. And thankfully that day, he got to do it in front of all his students. In high school and the rest of middle school, he was considered a hero by many students and teachers. And Mr. Corbett still thinks of him as a hero. I'm going to talk about some episodes that kind of traumatized me a little bit. It seems that the ones that seem to traumatize me the most are ones that involve falling from extreme heights. There was an episode where this teenage girl fell 4 stories off a balcony at this, I'm guessing it was a condo or something. and she was messing with her friends, climbing down balconies, and then she got stuck on one that was trying to get her friend who was right below her to help her down. Then her hand started slipping off the rails, and she couldn't hold on anymore, and she fell 4 stories onto a concrete floor. Um, that earned her a helicopter ride to a hospital. The good thing is, she survived. Another awful one, and what is an episode that involved a teenage boy who was hiking with his girlfriend and her family around Bridal Veil Falls. And this guy, I should have been a bit more careful, because he slipped, went rolling, and then he reached the end of a cliff and went plunging down into the void. I don't know how he managed to survive this. Like, when I saw how hot that cliff was, I thought he was going to be dead in the end. But nope, he survived. He totally survived. Another hard one, and what is an episode that involved a 12-year-old kid who suffered a severe asthma attack at night. This kid named Clint, he has he has cases of severe asthma, and one night around like 10:58, he started experiencing a coughing fit. He had to get out of his bed to go find his breathing machine, which was further than I was thinking. It was in the bathroom near the kitchen. So he had to walk that far to go find his breathing machine. But when he reached his breathing machine, that's when he started to have trouble breathing. Like, the asthma was getting worse for him. And finally, his dad comes around the corner, and right as he gets around the corner to that bathroom, Clint collapsed on the floor, or like stone cold, unconscious. His mom was trying to find these epinephrine shots that he used to get him back to breathing, but she couldn't find them. So she immediately went straight for the phone and got 911 on the phone. So she got 911, and he dispatched a squad to the house. While the squad was heading there, and the squad asked the chief. So the chief followed the ambulance to the house. When they took him to the hospital, the doctor found out Clint suffered a mild case of pneumonia and a collapsed lung. So I recommend you should have kept that breathing machine in your bedroom, Clint. You could have been able to get to that machine quicker. Another episode that traumatizes me was this episode about this family of 10 that got a visit from the silent killer. Which, in case you guys don't know what the silent killer is, that's another meaning for carbon monoxide. So this family of 10 and got encased with that carbon monoxide gas, and because it was a family of 10, I think maybe 5. I've rescue squads arrived at that house. All 10 were taken to the hospital, and like most episodes, they survived. I don't see that many episodes that involve death. There's one episode that I know that involves death, and this one definitely traumatizes me for a reason. It involves a kid's death. So this episode is about a 15-year-old boy named Brad K. He was hanging out with his friends, and then I don't know if this 15 kid knew about drugs, but he was doing butane, and I'm guessing butane got the best of him at one point, and he started to have trouble breathing from that. He was taken to the hospital. The doctors couldn't do anything. So Brad K made the great adventure. Like, death can definitely affect me, but when it's kids that have to suffer the death, that's a different story. I was talking about another or one of my favorite episodes. This one isn't medical related, it's actually police related. This one's called University Pipe Bomb. So this episode takes place in Kansas, on the University of Kansas campus, right around on the JRP dormitory. There was a few police officers on stakeout, keeping a close eye on people that would show up in the parking lot of that dorm. And there was some residents, students, and a nighttime security guard in the JRP dormitory. Also, one of the police officers sees a car come into the parking lot. Guy comes out and walks towards one of the security jeeps, and the police officer sees him go over there. And he's like lurking around it. Then the officer decides to get out of the car and ask what the heck he's doing. Then he takes off running, and the officer can't catch up with him. So then he goes to check out what this guy put on that Jeep. And he looks under and discovers a pipe bomb. So now they have to take drastic measures and get that bomb out of that Jeep before it explodes. So one of the detectives goes back to the headquarters to go get some protective gear for some safety. He walks back to the Jeep and he gets the bomb out. Then he looks at the timer and discovers it has 30 seconds left before it blows up. Seeing that, he immediately panics, runs into the grass area outside the building, and gently puts it down and just bolts. And waits anxiously for that explosion. And what it does, it shut up the JRP door. Took out some of the ceiling, and it woke up a few of the students who were sleeping. In the end, and no one died. Okay, yeah, I think that's probably enough and all I know about Rescue 911. If you guys want to go check out some of the episodes of Rescue 911, they have full episodes on YouTube. Go check it out. I would recommend it. And peace out.